Hello and welcome to the Student Choice Award 2021. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in today to our second annual digital ceremony. If you don't know me already, and it's been 2 years, so you really should at this point, I'm Shervin, I'm your Deputy President for Welfare, and I'm one of your hosts for this afternoon.
Hello, my name is Michaela and I am the Deputy President Education, and I'll be co-hosting some of the awards today with Shervin. As you can see, we're all really excited to be attending today and have even been bothered to brush our hair and teeth and put on our fancy dress. Sam, did you not get the memo?
Thanks, Michaela. I did. I actually think it was Ross who didn't get the memo. Can't even believe he didn't be bothered to get a haircut and actually trim that beard of his. Anyway, my name is Sam and I'm your Deputy President of Finance and Services. It's going to be a great afternoon and we can't wait to get started. I'll be co-hosting the awards with Ross, the ones that are celebrating the student-led activity.
Wow, Sam, I can't believe you didn't even put on trousers for this event. Anyways, we are on Zoom, so it's fine. I'm Ross, and I'm your Deputy President of Clubs and Societies for this year. It's been a challenging one, navigating different restrictions and making sure students feel supported and able to socialize. We've been blown away with the amount of activity that has been able to take place, both online and in person, and how this has been achieved by students and staff. So today we will be celebrating you guys. I would like to now pass over to Abhijay, your union president, to formally open our award ceremony.
Thanks for that, Ross, and everyone. It's been, it is a real pleasure and a privilege to be welcoming you all to the stream and opening this event again. As Shervin said, it's our second year in the role for he and I, and really what a 2 years it's been. You couldn't have asked for more interesting circumstances. Now, we've had an opportunity over the past couple of years to work with some really fantastic students and staff. And this event, at the end of the day, is about you. It's about those people. As student reps, full-time roles, part-time roles, ordinary volunteers, right? A lot of what you see is actually quite negative all the time. You're thinking about what can be done better. You're trying to fix people's problems, etc., etc. And that's why, especially at the end of the year, it's really great to be celebrating success and recognizing the positives. All of our hundreds of nominees across 14 different categories have demonstrated our shared values: integrity, democracy in the case of our student officers, accountability, ambition, and inclusivity, which is particularly important in this diverse community. The other thing that they've demonstrated, which I think is really, really important, is how to not be a passenger at a university. It's really easy to just kind of come to the university, sign on to Teams, sign on to Zoom, and just do the bare minimum that you need to do to get through the day. And all of our award winners, and indeed all of our nominees today, have shown actually you can go above and beyond that. You can give back to the community, and really at the end of the day, that's what any community needs, especially at a university, to thrive. We recognize the contribution of all of those that have been recognized today by having been nominated. We, regardless of whether you're successful or not and actually winning an award, you are a core part of the community, and your contributions are necessary for us to succeed. Regardless of whether you are successful in winning an award or not today, we will be recognizing that with the absolutely coveted Keep Cup or SEA's mug. I want to thank a few different people who've helped us get to this point. So first of all, everybody who wrote a nomination. Without you, we would not be able to have this event. We would not be able to recognize the large number of people at this university who deserve recognition. Secondly, I want to thank all of you guys who've been involved in some way in shaping the awards. That's all the other officers, loads of student volunteers who've been on panels. It takes a lot of time to sift through all of these, and really sometimes quite difficult decisions have to be made about who wins what, and that isn't easy, and I want to recognize that as well. And then finally, all the people who worked so hard behind the scenes to make this event possible, to make the stream possible, to make the planning that goes behind all of this possible. I really want to make sure that you guys get the recognition that you deserve. So without further ado, I'm going to hand back to Michaela, who's going to take us into the rest of the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhijay. Eloquently put, as usual. So let's kick off with the show with our first award that myself and Shervin will be revealing. It's the Outstanding Graduate Teaching Assistant Award.
So first up, as Michaela and the terrifying little video we have there said, we've got the Outstanding Graduate Teaching Assistant Award. So this award is for an individual who brings the course material to life. They engage their students with questions and concerns, and they show patience and understanding. They go the extra mile to support students, be it online or in person, and they give attention, feedback, and inspiration through their mentoring.
An incredible role that really does make an impact on student lives. So, who are the shortlisted candidates?
So our first shortlisted candidate is Thomas Wright. So Thomas there exhibits effective mentoring through, and this is like we're taking kind of what we're saying here through the nominations that you guys, the students, gave. Exhibits effective mentoring through sharing his own personal experiences and insights when working with students. His enthusiasm has motivated and made learning so much easier and more fun, and he's been an amazing role model. Thanks for joining us, Thomas.
Our second shortlisted candidate was Sharad Keshari. Sharad went above and beyond, creating extra work for students who needed it and delivered detailed and personalized feedback, always remembering questions about topics from weeks ago.
And then our third shortlistee is Michele Valsecchi. So a worldwide pandemic isn't enough to stop Michele from being an outstanding tutor, because the enthusiasm he conveys towards thermodynamics is even more contagious. He has repeatedly spent additional time explaining concepts using more real-life terms, and has been able to identify gaps in students' understanding of topics to better aid them with their learning.
And the winner is Michele Valsecchi. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks to the students who nominated me, and I guess also to you for organizing all this. Tutoring has been very helpful for me, I think for most tutors as well. Meeting some extra people in this time has definitely been good, especially during lockdown and when you couldn't see much more people, you know. I'm meeting more with the kids was definitely something I enjoyed.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Michele, for joining us, and congratulations on winning the award. Very well deserved. So we will now be moving swiftly on to our second award of the night, and that is for Outstanding Professional Support Staff. So this award is as I was saying before, I was rudely cut off by the video. This award is for an individual who is not an academic within a department, but who provides additional support and guidance with a focus on the holistic student experience. They are student-centered and quick to action and track changes, and they take back the feedback from students to make changes. They've made efforts to ensure that important elements of the student experience have carried on in this really challenging year. And our shortlistees are
Catherine Edge. Catherine has helped students go from being a below average student to a good student. She has worked with students to remind them that their well-being is just as important as their degree, and has worked hard to support students before and after exams and to determine reasonable adjustments.
Our second shortlistee is Britta Ross. So Britta has been described as, and I quote, the absolute most supportive and professional staff member I've encountered at Imperial. She's dedicated time out of her schedule to support students. She's regularly organised social events and has been a strong advocate for focusing on well-being and mental health during the pandemic.
And our third and last shortlistee is Bethany Golding. Beth leverages her experiences and expertise to help embed community engagement into the curriculum, for example, through supporting the Year 3 Medicine Community Action Projects and delivering a Year 5 Specialty Choice Placement. She has also been a huge advocate for extracurricular activities and has worked tirelessly on the Student Shapers program.
Thank you, Bethany and Catherine, for joining us. Three very well-deserved shortlistees. Fortunately, there can only be one winner, and the winner is Britta Ross. Congratulations, Britta. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to join us today, but we'll be passing on our thanks and congratulations. And also now we'll be passing it on to Ross and Sam, who will be introducing the next award.
So, hello. Up next, we have the award for Outstanding Student-Led Online Activity. Are we gonna have a video? Should we do the creepy video come up?
I don't think we've got one for this one, Sam.
Okay, fine. So to introduce this award and share with you the shortlistees, we have Muntaha Naim from our ICS MSU president.
The Outstanding Student-Led Online Activity Award has been created to celebrate our standout events, be it an event, a series of events, initiative, or campaign that embraced the online format. These activities engaged students and delivered a positive impact on the student body. The student panel were looking for nominees that went above and beyond the expectations of our CSPs, with activities that delivered a positive impact on the student body, considered inclusive practices to ensure the event was accessible, and of course demonstrated creativity in delivering an online activity. This year's shortlisted nominees are IC Fashion and Design Zacopia, The Visionary World of Vogue. The event was a substitute for the usual charity fashion show and raised money for Fashion Revolution and introduced the viewers to the future of fashion. The organisers faced many challenges, as originally it was planned to be in person, but due to the increasing restrictions, they obviously had to find some more creative solutions. The online format restricted the showcase of the garments, but the organisers managed to find digital designers that were happy to showcase their collection, and it was, I'm told, a huge success. The activity had an extremely positive impact as it brought awareness to the issues of fast fashion and the impact fashion has on society and the environment. Feedback that was received stated that the participants gained a deeper knowledge on the subject, and they've been trying to change their habits in a more environmentally friendly way, such as thrift shopping or looking for ethically sourced materials. The event was a panel discussion that involved several designers and scientists from around the world, from everywhere, including Australia and South America, and the moderators were from several societies in Imperial, creating an environmentally conscious community. Our next nominee was Hypnotize 2021, ran by Belly Dancing Society. With more than 70 folk in attendance, this was the first ever digital edition of the dance showcase. The event showcased different types of belly dance and educated attendees with a brief history for each style. The event was completely free and was open to other belly dancing societies in the UK and had video submissions alongside live dancing. And last but not least, the final shortlist is Student Chemical Engineering Wiki. So these guys created a student wiki with the selfless aim of helping their peers learn. The wiki covers every subject in years 1 to 3 and even some of year 4, and is a student digestible version of content taught in classes with actually better explanations than what's taught in the lectures, or so I'm told. They've coordinated a team of volunteers to provide longevity of the project and ensure continuation of updates in future years. Their website's open to everyone from chemical engineering and is screen reader accessible and even colour coordinated to help with learning and prioritising for exams. The wiki will continually grow and it's opening up to include wellbeing information and other useful information to aid students to adjust to the course while of course maintaining their online learning and mental health. What a fantastic way to engage students. So a massive congratulations to all 3 of our shortlisted nominees, and we'll go back to you guys in the studio to find out this year's winner.
Thanks, Muncie. All fantastic shortlistees, and I have to say, shortlisting from the list of nominees on this one was extremely difficult, and there's been so much online activity as people have adapted to the year that we've had.
Yeah, I agree, Ross. It was really hard and was very heartwarming to see so much amazing online activity that has happened this year through such difficult circumstances, and we really hope it continues.
And the winner is Hypnotize 2021 by Belly Dancing Society. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We are utterly flattered to receive the award. I mean, I want to say a massive thank you to all our teachers, without who the weekly classes wouldn't have been possible. Yeah, just really glad that we received the award. Thank you so much.
Massively well deserved, and congratulations again. We'll now pass back to Michaela and Shervin, who will present our next award, the Outstanding Wellbeing Representation Team.
Thank you, Ross. So as Ross said, our next award is for Outstanding Wellbeing Representation Team. So of course, this is a category that's very close to me as the Deputy President Welfare. I get to work with so many wellbeing representation teams across the university, and it's potentially my favorite part of the job. So we're celebrating with this award a departmental rep team that ensure democratic and effective representation of the views of their constituency in the kind of the context of well-being, and who have had lasting and meaningful change, and also teams who have really exhibited our values of equality, diversity, and inclusion. So I'll pass over to Michaela.
Student wellbeing and wellbeing representation has been even more important than ever this year with the move to online learning. So the shortlisted teams are
the mechanical engineering departmental team. So this year, they've been deeply involved with the department. They've been speaking to them about equality, diversity and inclusion. And they've also been organising departmental events that have moved online to respond to the pandemic. And some of these have included departmental DMCs that occur termly. So these are kind of like deep, meaningful conversations where students have been able to discuss topics in an informal environment. And they've also been hosting quizzes and sort of organising different ways for the community in their department to bond in this really challenging time.
The second shortlisted team is the Earth Science and Engineering Wellbeing Representation Team. This team has really stepped up and done their bit to keep all of the students in good health and spirits. They have fostered a sense of community in the department through weekly tea and biscuit sessions, providing new students with a bit of an idea of what it's like to be part of the ESC family. The new Rep Network newsletter has also been exemplary, with excellent resources being collated and sent out to students on a regular basis, while also discussing the difficult but vitally important topics of racism and sexual assault. On top of this, the wellbeing reps have represented students' views brilliantly at regular meetings with staff, notably lobbying for a break week to be implemented in spring term, as so many students were suffering from burnout.
And then our third shortlistee is the Physics Departmental Wellbeing Rep Team. So this has been a particularly difficult year for representing physics students at the university, but the team have really overcome these challenges. They've gone above and beyond to ensure that every student's voice is heard. A large problem that was being faced at the beginning of the year was motivation, or sort of the lack of motivation that students were facing. And to tackle this, they came up with the 30 Days of Wellbeing scheme. This helped many students find time for relaxation and enjoy new hobbies that they otherwise wouldn't have the motivation to pursue. They've been enhancing the student community by sort of being great reps this year, and have been campaigning for fair lab marking, conveying the voice of all the students that they represent.
And the winner of the Outstanding Wellbeing Representation Team is the Earth Science and Engineering Rep Team. Congratulations. I believe no one from the team was able to join us today, unfortunately, so we are not able to hear from them, but congratulations again, well deserved.
Cool. So before we move on, we are going to take a short minute to look at some of the comments that you guys have been putting onto the stream. So hopefully our lovely producers in the background can throw some to us, surprise us, and we'll take a second to read them out. Looking amazing, everyone. Thank you, Omar. Really appreciate you watching and tuning in today. And of course, you know, since we're recognizing people, it's been lovely working with you for like the last 2 years. Michaela, do you want to?
Well played, all involved, very slick. Congrats to all nominees and award winners. You deserve it. After the last I can't pronounce this, I'm too foreign for that. Thank you, Jason. And yes, as Jason is saying, congratulations to everyone who was nominated and everyone who has won. It is really well deserved.
Jerry Heng has said, well done, Pierre and team. And talking about the wiki, been a fantastic student resource. Thanks for commenting on the stream, Jerry. Let's see, will producers throw anything more? No, it doesn't look like it, but we'll take feel free to keep putting in comments and we'll sort of take some more later. So before we move on to the next award category, we are taking a short break to introduce a very special guest speaker for the event.
We are extremely grateful that Emma McCoy, our Vice Provost, Imperial College's Vice Provost Education, is joining us to share her sentiments regarding the Student Choice Award and the excellent achievements we've seen from staff and students this year.
Hello, I'm Emma McCoy, the Interim Vice Provost Education and Student Experience, and I'm delighted to have been invited to what is definitely the most important award ceremony of the year. As you all know, the SCAs are the only awards at Imperial where all the nominations come from students, and they give students the important opportunity to recognise the staff and student volunteers that have made a difference to their time at Imperial. The importance of that difference, the difference that an individual can make to your student experience, really can't be underestimated. It could be an inspirational lecturer, or the support that you've received from staff in your departmental teaching office, or perhaps support from your departmental academic or wellbeing rep. Also, I know from personal experience, the fact that this is student-led makes it all the more rewarding for the staff and the students that receive these awards. I'm certainly hoping that my own students have nominated me again this year, as I love my collection of SCA and SACA mugs, and I really don't want a gap in that collection. So finally, I would like to say congratulations to all the winners, and a huge thank you for their contributions. And of course, thanks to all the students that participate, from those that take the time to nominate and write glowing support statements, to the panels that decide the awards. These awards really do make a difference, particularly in what has been such a challenging year. So thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Thank you so much, Emma, for those inspiring words. I think I would talk on behalf of both Michaela and myself, where we'd say thank you for being really amazing to work with for the last 3-4 years, however long it's been. We will really miss you when we're sort of on the way out of our roles. But now, without any further ado, we will move on to our next award category, and this is for Outstanding PhD Supervision. So the Outstanding PhD Supervision Award celebrates a supervisor who dedicates time and knowledge to support and guide students' research while promoting a healthy work-life balance. This individual helps students see the wider picture within the narrow focus of their research, while also broadening and developing their skills for both research and beyond, encouraging them to also take care of their well-being and mental health.
And the shortlistees are...
Oh, sorry, struggled to reach for the mute button there. So the first shortlistee is Heli Hiatela. She's really hit the ground running and has been described as having a knack for restoring confidence in the students that she supervises. Her feedback has been really detailed and considered, and she's always taken the time to identify tangible steps to help students improve.
Our second shortlistee is Crystal Donnelly. She has been open and welcoming to all of her PhD students. Pre-pandemic, she participated in regular group social events with students, including ice skating and a golf championship. Since lockdown, she has set up weekly online group meetings.
And then our third shortlistee is Andrew Walton. So hi there, Andrew. So Andrew has helped to develop students' scientific communication skills and has encouraged students to present at conferences. He's enthusiastically reviewed draft after draft of write-ups that his students have produced, and has consistently provided quality feedback in record speed every single time.
Congratulations to all of the shortlistees, but there can only be one winner, and the winner is Crystal Donnelly. Congratulations. Crystal unfortunately cannot join us today, but she has sent in a message which I will read out for her. I am so honored to win this Working with PhD students is a real highlight of academic life. They bring so many new ideas, and it's fantastic to facilitate their learning and development. I currently work both at Imperial and University of Oxford. Over the period of COVID-related remote working, these two groups of students have interacted as one through weekly team sketch-ups. Sometimes someone presents their latest work, but the main purpose is to have the chats we'd have if we were in person. Who's had a birthday? How are our families? This is, of course, not the same as our in-person events. Ice skating and mini golf were highlights there. And we always manage to find restaurants to keep both our vegans and our meat lovers happy. The student body is the beating heart of the college. I raise a glass to you all. Thank you very much for that statement, Crystal, and congratulations again on the win. It is very well deserved. And we will now pass over to Ross and Sam, who will reveal our next Student Choice Award winner.
Thank you, Michaela. Our next award is the Outstanding Contribution to Student Life. And who better to introduce this award and reveal our shortlistees than our incoming union president, Lloyd James. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Lloyd, and I am delighted to be presenting this year's Outstanding Contribution to Student Life Award. This has been a challenging year, and the efforts of those who have gone above and beyond to have a positive impact on the student experience have been more valuable than ever. This award is to recognise those who have been a beacon of positivity in these trying times and who have been determined to keep the student community united despite this adversity. There are 3 shortlistees for this award, who I am now going to go through in turn. Our first shortlistee this year is William Draper Barr. William has made significant contributions to fostering a sense of belonging within the mechanical engineering student staff community. He recognised the challenge of doing this without students and staff being physically present in the same space, and he realised extra action was needed. So, seeking contributions from both students and staff, he produced a number of excellent videos, including a Christmas greetings and a MechSocs Got Talent video that was sent out to the department. Well done, William. Our second shortlistee this year is Matteo Spiller. Matteo has done an outstanding job as a student representative, always being available to listen to students and to endeavour to tackle problems that arose. He was committed to ensuring that despite COVID, all student requests were highlighted to the programme team and worked with the programme team to clarify issues that arose. Thanks to him, a number of issues were fixed promptly to the benefit of students. Great work, Matteo. Our third and final shortlistee this year is Apurva Varshni. As JMC departmental representative, Apurva has improved the experience of JMC students across cohorts in a number of ways. His standout idea this academic year was JMC Coffee Roulette. Recognising that students were missing out on their ordinary day-to-day interactions with others, but were also finding it difficult to commit time to participate in longer social events, he came up with the idea of randomly matching up small groups of students across all years and asking them to organise a short chat amongst themselves. This became a successful fortnightly event known as JMC Coffee Roulette, inspired by the short coffee breaks in labs and in common rooms that everyone had been missing. Well done, Apurva. Congratulations to all those nominated and to our 3 fantastic shortlistees. I'm now going to pass it back to the current Officer Trustee team to reveal the winner.
Thank you, Lloyd, and welcome to those shortlistees that could join us.
Yes, hello. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for all of the hard work you've put into this year.
So congratulations to all 3 shortlistees and to all the other nominees in this category. But the winner is Apurva Varshni. Congratulations to you. Passing the baton now back to Shervin and Michaela to discuss the Outstanding Academic Representation Team Award.
Thank you, Ross. Next up is an award very close to my heart, as I have spent a good length of time whilst at Imperial as an academic rep, actually all of my 5 years at Imperial, and I have worked with the academic rep team this year.
So to introduce the award and the shortlistees, we have India Marsden, who's our incoming Deputy President for Clubs and Societies, but also very much a Jane of all trades. She herself is a rep, and she'll be introducing the award. Take it away.
Hi, I'm India, your DPCS Select and the current Arts and Events Chair, and I'll be announcing the shortlistees for the award of Outstanding Academic Rep Network. This award is honouring a departmental rep team that has ensured democratic and effective representation of the views of their constituency and has improved the teaching and learning experience of their students in a lasting and measurable way. To be considered for this award, the rep team must have successfully tackled a problem related to the academic experience of their peers, enhanced the student community in their department, and participate in active communication and collaboration with their peers. This year's shortlisted nominees are the MSci Health Data Analytics and Machine Learning. They made sure that the teaching team was aware that students were struggling with the newly introduced subject in the first term and want increased support, additional teaching opportunities, and deferral of the exam of the subject. The team organised weekly informal socials on Zoom, but also set up online study for those who didn't want to study alone. They've always included students in their work with the course team, encouraging people to give feedback both publicly and also in private conversations when necessary. They made sure that the feedback of the students was heard. Our next nominee is the ICSM-SU representation team. With all other activities dying down during COVID-19, academics in ICSM got harder than ever, especially in courses where it's important to study with and practice on other people. Medics and the VMB academics were hit hard by the pandemic. The ICSM-SU academic team worked days and nights to make things easier, supporting the academic representatives in their dialogue with the faculty, ensuring critical collaboration with the wellbeing streams, supporting academic societies at ICSM in setting up teaching opportunities, working on the National Student Survey, joining new meetings about the digital delivery, as well as supporting clinical students on placements in even more strained hospitals, supporting students who were volunteering during the pandemic, and supporting the bachelor's students who found themselves doing their projects remotely in final years in their transition into being doctors. The academic team had to navigate many technical difficulties and still, with immense work from all the members, managed to organise 3 in-person practical mock exams for over 500 students and ensure everyone got the practice opportunities for their in-person practical exams. These contributions made a massive difference to so many students at ICSM. And our final nominee is the Bioengineering Undergraduate Representation Team. They regularly updated students on dates with student staff meetings, making sure to ask for detailed contributions of relevant points to bring up. On several occasions, they ran surveys for the student body to give their opinions on specific topics, such as departmental procedures, and provide suggestions for improvements regarding module choices, exam and module clashes, and feedback and complaints procedures and transparency of the department. They successfully campaigned to improve the coursework feedback process, and so markers now provide descriptive model solutions and cohort-wide feedback reports detailing common pitfalls and providing areas for revision. All of this in a quick time frame with plenty of time to act if needed. At the beginning of the year, they negotiated module timetables to prevent clashes and allow students to pursue their preferred combinations of modules. Congratulations to all those nominated and the 3 fantastic shortlistees. I will now pass back to the current Officer Trustees to reveal the winner.
Thank you very much, India, and thank you to our shortlistees who could make it today. It's very nice to see you. So without further ado, the winner is ICSMSU. Congratulations.
Thanks. I've seen absolutely everything that these guys have put into this. I know just how much this award means to them. A huge part of this award is for Rachel, our academic chair. She's been an absolute rock throughout the year, along with all our academic officers, Connor, Rahul, Jay, Varia, who've been working non-stop, and of course our over 50 academic reps that they oversee. I am so proud of them. They've kept going every step of the way. They've poured their literal heart and soul into their roles. This year has been the most difficult one ever for our medics, not just because of COVID, that they have helped to make this probably the best ever for our SU academics team. And they've just done even better than I could ever have even hoped or imagined. So massive well done.
Thank you very much, and well done. It's a very well-deserved win after what I can imagine has been a really difficult year with our student doctors on the front line. So next up, we have our Outstanding Personal Tutoring Award.
Yeah, so God, you know, maybe it would help if our script said when we'd have the videos. So I'm just getting trolled by our producers throughout this entire show. So the Outstanding Personal Tutoring Award is for a tutor who provides academic and wellbeing advice and guidance, and who supports students in times of need and uncertainty. And this has, of course, been particularly important over the last year. They do their best to remain accessible, and they demonstrate proactive engagement with students to foster a positive student-staff relationship. And our shortlistees this year are
Sarah Hamid. No matter what else is going on in the world, she always finds a way to make time for her tutees. Her tutees have said they gratefully appreciate how Dr. Hamid can always have very frank and genuine conversations about anything and everything. She always remains calm, fair, and supportive.
Our second shortlistee is Alid Pambakian. So they've been described as the most kind and caring person who's provided high quality pastoral care, academic and physical and mental health support. And they've been really approachable, and they've shown a really great passion to help students. She's been available around the clock to support students going through difficult times, and has maintained regular contact with her students throughout the pandemic.
And our last shortlistee is Paul Kelly. Paul has made an outstanding effort to learn about his tutor group by hosting weekly meetings. He has taken time to learn about each of his students' interests within computer science and general life in order to show students something new in every meeting. Paul shows a great deal of interest in other people that helps bring out the best in his students. Congratulations. And the winner of the Outstanding Person Tutoring Award is Saira Hamid. Congratulations.
Goodness, thank you very much indeed. I'm completely overwhelmed, and it's such a special honour because it's been nominated and put forward by my students. It's been quite a year. And I feel incredibly privileged to have been in a position where I could help my students navigate that. And it hasn't been a one-way street. I have benefited so much from being a tutor and having the opportunity to work with our incredible medical students at Imperial. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really honoured. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks so much for your work over this year. It was really lovely shortlisting and choosing the sort of winner for this category. It was really lovely to read all the nominations. So we will now be handing back over to Ross and Sam for the next award.
Thanks, Shervin. Thanks, Michaela. So yeah, that's right. Up next, we have Outstanding CSP Award. This is always a big one for CSPs because it gets some bragging rights for next year. And we've got Alex Nielsen, our Knowledge Sector Chair, who sat on this panel, who will now introduce the award and the shortlistees.
The Outstanding CSP Award is awarded to the club, society or project who has created a long-lasting, positive impact on student life at Imperial. They will have been active in the wider community and/or completing charity work, have excellent communication with the Students' Union, a positive presence both physically and on social media, and had a financially stable year. This year's shortlisted nominees are RAG Medics. RAG have had a remarkably successful year against all odds and have introduced innovative new events at times of no in-person activity. RAG has been at the forefront of charitable activities in ICSM, raising money for a variety of important causes through multiple campaigns, including running weekly yoga sessions for Black Minds Matter and canvas sales of art created by current students for the Lebanon disaster. They raised a record whopping over £15,000 for charity during this year's RAG Week, despite all activities being conducted remotely. Existing events throughout the year were also transformed to COVID-friendly alternatives, such as the implementation of RAG Day as a small group bingo scavenger hunt for over 250 freshers across London. The most important part of a CSP is the way that it runs behind the scenes. RAG committee have been able to bond and maintain both a fun and productive culture, which has brought the best out of all members of the committee and exploited the best of their talents, blending it to form a harmonious symphony of philanthropic enterprise. They also ran an offer holders quiz night for all incoming freshers to help them develop and bond before arriving at ICSM, and supported the redesigning of Fashion Show to a marketplace reselling their community's clothes, and highlighted issues around fast fashion and consumerism. It is little wonder that with all the hard work they have conducted, despite running virtually, RAG have seen vastly increased engagement by over 50% compared to previous years. They have been an exemplar to all, showcasing the effective running of a society during the past year. The second nominee is Orchestra, Sinfonietta Society. Sinfonietta has continued to run regular orchestra rehearsals and socials throughout the year every Monday evening during term. Sinfonietta has hosted professionals for workshops, full rehearsals of the conductor via Teams, and even started playing a symphony written by one of the members. There have been new styles of social activities also, such as cooking the same recipe together over Zoom and laughing at each other's creative final meals, as well as emulating the pub experience. Continued from the lockdown last year, they have raised money for charity whilst encouraging members of the society to keep active by recording their hours exercised in any form. Finally, they still managed to produce a spring concert, which was streamed on the Union YouTube channel and meant that everybody had a final goal to work towards from the weekly online rehearsals. Overall, a sense of community has been maintained over a virtual year, even more so than the normal orchestra. The final nominee is Infectious Diseases Society. The Infectious Diseases Society Welcome Week Twitch livestream simulated the clinical management of an infectious disease. They ran a public health campaign workshop that educated attendees on strategies for an effective public health campaign, allowing them to produce their own campaign material. IDSOC also educated members of the Imperial community through their recent sexual health awareness campaign, where they highlighted common STIs and signposted their followers to the appropriate NHS resources. IDSOC has enabled members to support charities such as the WHO Save Generation COVID Fund and Brook UK through their fundraising Instagram challenges. In its first year, IDSOC has accumulated 320 plus members, making them one of the biggest ICSM societies through their innovative virtual events and initiatives. Having developed relationships with other societies, such as ImmunoSoc, Students for Global Health, and Sexpression, IDSOC have certainly had a huge impact on Imperial students' lives. Congratulations to all those nominated and the 3 fantastic shortlistees. I am going to pass it back to the current officer trustee team to reveal the winner.
Thank you, Alex. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank some other people involved in clubs, societies, and projects this year. From everyone in college that enables our students to take part in extracurricular activities outside of their studies, thank you. To Rachel and the Student and Opportunities Development team here, thank you very much. We couldn't have done this year without you. And to everyone in a management group, the constituent union committee, or on a CSP committee, it's been a difficult one, but we're finally at the end, and what a year it's been. So thank you all. So for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Drum roll, please.
The winner of the Outstanding CSP Award is Infectious Diseases Society. What a fitting year that with COVID, the Infectious Diseases Society has won the award. Congratulations. And of course, congratulations to everyone else in CSPs this year. Thank you for all your hard work. Back to Shervin and Michaela to announce the outstanding contribution. Oh, wait, sorry. Studio's coming in my ear. We're going to go to some comments in the chat. A lot of you have been sharing congratulatory messages, and it's fantastic to see all of the support that's pouring in. Congratulations, ICSMSU. Amazing commitment to supporting and representing students this year. Thank you, Emma, for your continued support of our students throughout this year. And again, congratulations to ICSMSU. Sam, do we have any others here?
So we have one from Elaine Palmer. Marvelous ceremony. Proud to be a part of the college ceremony team. You look fabulous. Well, I think it's very adequate that I'm the one reading that one out, as obviously the best dressed here. So yeah, thank you, Elaine. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for all of your work.
From Paul Kelly, thanks, Chloe, and thank you to the UCU team. Wonderful event. It is being put on by the Imperial College Union. We do work alongside the UCU with some things this year, but thank you for your comments, Paul.
I hope that was a typo. But yeah, no, good point, Ross. Hayley Smith, congratulations all. You're looking wonderful and making me feel very festive on this Thursday afternoon. Amazing award ceremony. Yes, thank you again. Fitting that I'm talking about the best, the looking festive and wonderful. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work has gone into this ceremony, and I'm hoping that it's all paying off tonight, well, this afternoon.
Thank you all, and we'd encourage you to continue sharing your congratulatory messages and celebrations in the comments underneath these videos. So back to where we were, back to Shervin and Michaela to announce this outstanding contribution to student community and wellbeing award.
I'm scared to talk in case a video is going to cut me off. I'm just going to carry on, and when the producer trolls me and cuts me off, it'll just happen. It's fine. So this award is for an individual committed to fostering a positive relationship between staff and students. They prioritize and celebrate equality, diversity, and inclusivity, and present opportunities to discuss student well-being and create open spaces to discuss mental health.
And the nominees are...
Sorry. So first nominee is Sonia Ning Tang. So Sonia has done amazing work in terms of maintaining the cohesiveness of her cohort and has made strides to ensure students' well-being has been protected in times of real uncertainty and in our kind of like remote environment that we're in.
Our second shortlistee is Elizabeth Day. Elizabeth has gone out of her way to provide multiple checkups and has been described as the sole reason some students are still studying at Imperial. She has put in lots of work behind the scenes to ensure there have been departmental activities and support throughout the year.
And then the third shortlistee is Catherine Honeyford. So the nominations described Catherine as one of the most emotionally intelligent and aware individuals, and sort of someone who spent many hours setting up weekly check-ins for PhD students from the start of the year. She's consistently found ways for students to interact through online seminars, quizzes, and through in-person gatherings.
Congratulations to everyone shortlisted. And the winner of this award is Catherine Honeyford. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I don't think Catherine could make it today, but congratulations, well done. And we will now move on to the Outstanding Teaching Award, presented again by the two of us.
So, well, luckily someone else will be joining us. So to introduce this Outstanding Teaching Award and to reveal the shortlistees, we have Varia Kulcholovic, who is a student volunteer who was involved in the panel for this award.
This year's shortlisted nominees are Monja Shokat. Monja has demonstrated utmost enthusiasm towards teaching over the past year. He has given up many of his free hours to teach and give specific and individualized feedback, regardless of whether this had to do with addressing patient manner, practicing a clinical skill, or carrying out an examination. He also gave his very best to make every session enjoyable to attend, including loads of jokes and mnemonics to help us along the way to remember difficult sequences or procedures. He was able to help students both in person and via Teams, making every session very interactive and not just lecturing, but really getting us involved with asking him questions and diving straight into the deep end with interpreting full ECGs and X-rays from the start. He has made students feel more confident and has delivered some truly enjoyable teaching. Dr. Louisa Garcia Harrow. Louisa has gone above and beyond this year and has put aside many hours with her students, in particular staying behind after her shift has ended to make sure that her students truly feel confident with the work they are producing. She has been passionate throughout her role and has made every effort for her students to truly understand the teaching she is providing. She organised the Student Shaper Scheme, endorsing her contribution to improving student learning through an innovative approach. Robert N. Shorten. Bob always does his best to make sure that everyone understands his content, even if this implies sacrificing his time. He was willing to help students out on a Sunday night to better understand one of his labs. He designed the machine learning module exceptionally well so that everything made sense, reducing anxiety and making learning difficult concepts extremely straightforward. He adapted his module to COVID times effectively so that students never missed out on any learning. Bob has been described as a passionate, motivating figure who has inspired others to become better students. Congratulations to all those nominated and the 3 fantastic shortlistees. I'm going to pass it back to the current officer trustee team to reveal the winner.
Thank you very much, Faria, and welcome to our shortlistees. All 3 of them could make it today. Great. Shivan, can you mute? Thank you. So there is only one winner of the Outstanding Teaching Award for 2021, and that is Monjour Showkat. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm very delighted to receive this prestigious award. I think I can't believe that, this is such an honor for me. Actually, I must appreciate our students, those who have been working very hard, defeated COVID with this challenging environment. They actually kept me very engaged. Dedicated this award to our Faculty of Medicine students and my fellow colleagues at Imperial College Faculty of Medicine. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations again. Now we will pass over to Ross and Sam to share with you our Union Colours, Outstanding Service and Union Fellowship Awards.
Thanks, Michaela and Shervin. So, first up, we have our Union Colours. Union Colour, Outstanding Service Award and Union Fellowship recognise those individuals who have given significant and repeated outstanding contributions to the student experience at Imperial and the life of the Union throughout the year. There are 3 main criteria that count towards an award: depth, so the significance of their contributions; the breadth, the range of their contributions and how widespread their effect is; and finally, time commitment. The greater the volume of all 3 dimensions together, the higher the award received. Here are the list of all of our Union Colour awards.
Congratulations to all of you. If there's overwhelming support in the comments in the chat, we might bring back our union colour ties and pins that used to be awarded to nominees. Do let us know if you want them to come back. Next up, we have our next award on the scale, Outstanding Service Awards.
Thanks, and congratulations to those students that have received our Outstanding Service Award. You know, getting a union colour is difficult enough, but getting an Outstanding Service Award is testament to the sheer amount of time and effort that our students have put into bettering the student experience. So finally, we will now be revealing who will be receiving our Union Fellowship, probably one of the most prestigious awards of your time at Imperial. Alex Ouyang, our Union Council Chair, will share these with you.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex, the Council Chair, and I'll be presenting this year's Union Fellowship Awards. Fellowships are awarded to volunteers who have not only made significant and broad contributions to the Union, but have done that consistently over a number of years. These awards are meant to recognize the most dedicated volunteers we have, and each recipient is awarded Honorary Lifetime Associate Membership. This year, we have 4 awardees, which I'll go through now, one by one. This year's first awardee is Alexander Nielsen. Alex has made consistent and exceptional contributions to the Union. As this year's Knowledge Sector MG Chair, he has represented many clubs and more than 7,000 students who are members of CSPs in his sector. As part of his role, he is on Council and CSPB, where he has really excelled. He thoughtfully considers the interests of the groups he represents and the Union as a whole. Alex is also very active outside of these meetings, volunteering his own time to assist others with their council papers, regularly meeting with CSPs one-to-one, and participating in groups such as the New Activities Committee. In addition to his work on the wider Union management group structure, Alex has held many positions on CSP committees, such as being the Scandinavian Soccer Webmaster for 3 consecutive years, Debating's External Debates Chair, Lawn Tennis Captain, and more. This huge variety and significance of contributions makes Alex stand out as one of our most dedicated and exceptional volunteers. Excellent work, Alex. This year's second awardee is Aparna Pillai. Aparna has held a tremendous number of roles in the Union over the past 3 years. She's been a Physics Year Rep, Physics Dep Rep, Secretary of Women in SET, President of the RCSU, UNICEF on Campus, and TEDx. As a rep, Aparna was committed to representing the students in her cohort on a range of issues, from marking criteria to learning material access. As both UNICEF on Campus and TEDx President, Aparna has organized external speakers, charity fundraisers, and many events. Last but certainly not least, during her presidency of the RCSU, she's consistently engaged students despite the challenges of COVID. In particular, the outreach of the RCSU through social media and events has grown greatly. The number of leadership roles that she has taken on over the past 3 years has been immense, and her hard work is clear to see. Thank you, Aparna, and good luck as RCSU president next year. Third is India Marsden. India has supported and been an integral part of many CSPs during her time at Imperial. As the current Arts and Ents Chair, she has consistently worked with their clubs to ensure that they're performing their best, even during the pandemic, through securing grants, providing clear advice, keeping societies up to date with COVID guidance at all times. She's gone out of her way to enhance the student experience as well, volunteering to be part of SSB, having now contributed to the board for the past 2 years, and acted as a key member of the Summer Ball Committee in 2020. India has also been the Secretary of DramSoc, while at the same time contributing as a production manager, stage manager, producer, and performer in multiple productions. India's work isn't just confined to CSPs though. She's been a year rep for her JMC cohort for 3 consecutive years, highlighting her breadth of contribution to the Union. Congratulations, India, and best of luck with the role of DPCS next year. This year's final fellowship recipient is Rachel Kwok. Rachel is the current ICSM SU Academic Chair, and her contributions to improving the quality of education in the Faculty of Medicine has been immense. Leading a team of over 40 reps, she has achieved goals such as improving the feedback process in the faculty, advocating for MBBS students' educational opportunities, and actively participating in the curriculum review. Rachel is also the president of ICSM's Surgical Society. Again, with a team of over 40 volunteers, she ran 16 events this last academic year, including the International Trauma Conference. Rachel has been a committee member of SurgSoc for the past 3 years, and in this time, she's organized events such as Women in Surgery and Innovation Conference. She's also supervised the running of mock PACES exam for final year students and was directly involved in running 3 hands-on practical skills events, which covered multiple specialities. To increase students' exposure to a variety of surgical fields, Rachel has also introduced a new event, the Surgical Specialities Fair, providing more information for younger students considering a career in surgery. Through the ICSM and medical societies, Rachel's contributions to the union must be recognized. Great job, Rachel. And that's all of the fellowship awardees. Congratulations to all of this year's fellowship recipients. Keep up the good work, and thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much for that, Alex. And before we wrap up for today, we are going to look at a few more comments from the lovely people watching the stream. So come on, producer, to give us something good. So Francisco has said, really well organized event. Congratulations to all nominees, and don't be too harsh on the producers. No, we've got absolutely lovely producers who have really done an amazing job to make this a really seamless event behind the scenes. We're just the pretty faces on the camera. They're the ones doing all the hard work, really. Someone else take this, come on.
So Sebastian says, feel good event. Well done, ICU and everyone. Yeah, I can echo that sentiment as well. Well done to everyone. Well done to all nominees, and to all winners.
So emotive as usual, Sam. Brought a tear to my eye.
I try.
Martin Kingsbury is saying, oh, congratulations to all who were nominated. Well, Martin, you are also nominated, so congratulations to yourself. Great practice and great event. Thank you, Martin.
And one last comment from Emma McCoy. Fantastic event. Thanks to the team, and congratulations to all the nominees and winners. I think we all echo that. Thank you to everyone that made nominations, and thank you to everyone who's joined us this evening.
Luckily, we also have scripted end of stream remarks to make. So starting off with me, we wanted to start off by thanking all the staff, particularly the union staff who, as I said, the people behind the scenes making this all work. We just kind of showed up. And for all the attendees here today, this celebration would not have been the same without everyone who's been part of it.
We also wanted to thank all shortlistees and nominees. We are so glad to have the opportunities to recognize your hard work, time, and energy that you've put into making Imperial a better community. So again, very warm thank you and congratulations to all of you.
And finally, we want to thank the volunteers who took time to sit on our award panels and for their video contributions. It does take a lot of time to read through the thousands of nominations we've had, but it was incredible seeing the impact staff and students have had on the community and making sure people were recognised for their achievements and their hard work this year.
We will shortly be contacting all nominees to secure your SCA mug or keep cup for 2021. You'll have to wait to see what colour it's going to be. But for now, thanks for tuning in, and from all of us here at Imperial College Union, goodbye.
Bye.